Well, two birds, two bets in my ever-tightening inner circle of crazy people. I'm here with my wife, baby May, and it's been a big week and a half or so for baby May because baby May is taking lessons on how to drive. So what we did was we enrolled baby May in a driving school, an accredited driving school. And the way the driving school works is you have 4 2-hour sessions of behind the wheel driving with an instructor. And then you have 8 hours of classroom. And you do that in one day.
Yeah.
So normally they start the classroom first with the scheduling problems, so they just split it and did the driving first. And so, baby May, how did your first day at the driving school go?
Not good.
Not good?
Yeah.
Oh no. What happened?
About my instructor.
Your instructor?
Yeah.
All right. You want me to tell them about it?
Yeah, can you
Look how tired
explain?
she is. She's
Yeah.
worn out from all this. She's a little disappointed.
Yeah.
But we're going to perk her up. Things are going to get better. So what happened was we went in and signed her up, and she was so excited and so keyed up because she last year mastered how to drive a scooter after many mishaps and
Yeah.
false starts and fall downs and failures, but she hung in there and she learned how to drive a scooter last year. And everyone, including myself, has been telling me, car is so much easier than a scooter. You don't have to try to balance it. You just turn the wheel and press the gas and hit the brake and watch, out for other people, and you're cool for school. Well, she was so excited about going to this class. You look at her right now. Look at her eyes. See how tired she is?
Yeah.
This looks awake compared to how she felt the first day because she didn't get a minute of sleep. She was so keyed up and so excited about going to the school that when it was time to go, I woke up and I said, "How you doing?" And she goes, "Well, I didn't sleep at all last night." I said, "Not for a minute?" She said, "Not for a minute. All I could think about was the school. I was so excited about it." I said, "Well, how do you feel?" She goes, "Really sleepy." I said, "I can imagine." But she had to go because there's no cancellation.
Yeah.
You lose your money and that's it. So no show, no bueno. Too bad. You're out of luck. It's in the contract. So 9 o'clock, I think, was your time, or 10 o'clock?
10 to 12.
10 to 12.
Yeah.
Okay. So I drove her down and dropped her off at the school at, a few minutes before 10. In she went, and I went and killed a couple of hours down shooting the breeze, drinking some coffee, and then she took a trike and met me. And when she came in, I could just tell by the look on her face that things hadn't gotten well. And so her first day, she had an instructor that she just didn't like, and he didn't like you. I think that's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, because I'm little wrong. He's little upset.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was tired. She had no sleep, and she was so keyed up that, just like the scooter incident, she overthinks things.
Yeah.
She admits it. See, she knows. She takes something simple and manages to complicate it because she wants it so bad. And I can relate. I can dig it. So anyway, and I cut her a lot of slack because she's my wife. So anyway, I said, "What did the guy give you?" And she's like, "From 0 to 100, 100 being best, he gave me like a 0. And I thought, well, that's kind of cold. He can at least give you a participation ribbon. So she felt really down, and the guy had been really negative. And then day 2 you went. That was the next day, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So day 2 you went. Did that go better, or was that worse? I don't remember, to be honest with you.
The guy he told me 10%.
10%?
Yeah, 10%.
Okay, so she went up from a 0 to a 10 out of 100. And I guess that, so we won't belabor that. But that's then day 3, what happened? Was that better or worse, or did you go?
He tell me it's same.
Same.
Yeah.
So
same.
no improvement after 2 more hours in the car. And day 4, last one. How was that?
It said same. I said, "Mom, you need more practice."
You need more practice.
Yeah. If you not more practice, and then you forgot for the start, and then the reverse. That.
And I know exactly what happened. So I'm going to lay some of this on May because she does tend to overthink things, and it takes and requires a ton of patience. I'm going to go back in time a little bit to kind of put this in perspective for you. When May was first learning to drive the scooter,
Yeah.
you had all kinds of people telling you all kinds of stuff. This, and this, right?
Yeah.
And you were trying to remember all of it, and you couldn't remember any of it. I knew how that went. And there was a video we had, I can't find it, I got deleted or something, but it's on YouTube. 30 seconds and bang, she crashed the motorbike.
Yeah, the motorbike.
Okay. And didn't touch it again for 6 months, I think it was,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I let it go. I said, okay. And then one day she popped out the front door and she said, I want to learn to ride that scooter. She got over whatever she was going through. And you know what? Me and her got on the scooter, and what did I do? How did I talk to you?
You told me you need to be relaxed and then you're focused.
Did I tell you you were doing good?
Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah.
So my understanding is that I know she's got the coordination to drive a car or a motorbike. If I can do it, she can do it. She's half my age. She can see fine. She doesn't have any reflex problems. She's healthy. Her reflexes are quick. She can walk for miles. She's healthy. Her hearing's perfect. We just had her checked out 6 months ago in Bangkok, right?
Yeah.
So she checks out perfectly. And it's not a physical problem. It's a mental one. And so this guy was having her, we're back to the car now, this guy was having her do all these rigid things like 10 and 2 on the wheel, which I get, but then he was saying left, 1, 2, 3, and she had to crank the wheel like this and make a U-turn, and he never ever, in 8 hours of instruction, let her touch the accelerator, let her push the gas. Never got there.
Yeah.
However, she qualified for a student driver's license because he signed off on the paperwork. So we're taking our victory, and that is the student driver's license.
Yeah.
Now she can legally drive with anybody else that's got a driver's license. So yours truly here, we went out to an access road or something like that. What's it called? It's a road that's wide open. And what did? We drove. First thing I had her do was hit the accelerator, which she had never done before.
Yeah.
And she went about 10 miles an hour. She was driving. She was very nervous. She was very scared. Everything was copacetic. And I said, okay. We looked behind us. We looked in front of us. We looked to the side of us. I put my hand on the wheel. I said, now we're going to take a U-turn. Previously, I'd said, show me how the guy told you to make a U-turn. And she had cranked the wheel while the car was standing still all the way to the left. And so it would have just gone like, zoop. So I said, no, you don't do it that way, baby. You let the car go forward a little bit first, and then you start your U-turn. I put my hand on the wheel, and we gently turned it. And what do you know? We made a U-turn.
Yeah.
And then you drove the car, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling you, you're doing great. You're doing fine. Everything's cool. I'm very proud of you. Everything is good. How did you feel?
I felt calm.
That's exactly what we did with the scooter.
Yeah.
And it was a matter of being calm.
Yeah.
So I felt a lot better about it. But the same issue with the car that we had with the scooter, I unfortunately do not speak with sign. In order to teach somebody, you have to be communicating with them constantly. And with her and I cannot, especially with a vehicle, I cannot say, yo, stop, or go, or right, or left real quick and have her react. But someone that she's comfortable with, that can speak to her in her own language, can. So we hired her
My brother, the motorbike person.
The brother was the motorbike, but the car was
My cousin.
Your cousin.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we had great success with her brother on the motorbike.
Yeah.
Same thing. He was cool. He was calm. He was collected, and he talked to her like I explained. I said just be encouraging, be gentle. You know, tell her she's doing good because it's all mental. And if the mind relaxes, the body's going to relax, and she's going to be able to get it. And it's repetitive, repetitive, repetitive. I keep going back to the scooter, but it used to take her 10 different attempts to turn around to get the scooter out the gate, right?
Yeah.
And I kept just letting her fail, and back and forth, back and forth. And I'd say, baby, watch me. And I would do it. 1, 2, 3, we're out the gate. And now, after 4 or 5, watching me, and then doing it herself, committing it to memory, committing it to muscle memory, when she leaves on her scooter now, it's 1, 2, 3 out the gate. Same thing's going to happen with the car. So she goes out with her cousin on a drive, and they leave at 5 in the morning.
Yeah,
Because
5.
he's got to go to work.
Yeah.
And he is a mechanic,
Yeah, mechanic.
and he's a driver for the company, so he drives for a living also. And he does body work and works on engines. So this guy knows cars, trucks, motorbikes, like no one's business. And they go out, and they're supposed to be gone for about 5 hours. Wasn't that the deal? 5 hours?
Yeah, 5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. So they leave at 5 in the morning, and at about 9:30, they come back to the house. And May comes in, and she said, "Boy," she says, I did really good. My cousin really helped me, and I was able to make U-turns, and I learned the signal, and I was driving in the lane, and everything was good." And I said, "Well, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that." She says, "But we had one little problem." I said, "What happened?" She said, "Well, we hit a guy." I said, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, we did hit the car." I said, "Where?" And so she takes me out on the front fender. It's not even a dent. It's a scratch. And I said, "What the hell happened?" And she said, "Well, there was a guy on my left, and I was driving along, and I was supposed to hit the brake, but I hit the gas instead, and we knocked him off his motorbike." And trust me, I wasn't laughing at the time. I said, "Is this guy okay?" And her and her cousin said, "Yeah, he's fine." It was not as bad as it sounded. They were driving along. The guy was passing them on the left, and it was the road was squeezing in, as it does out here. They can't just build one road continuously. It's always, if you live out here, you know what I'm talking about. But it changes. 1 minute it's cement, then you got a few yards of dirt, and then it goes back to cement, and then it's 4 lanes, and then it's 1 lane, and it's crazy. So I was trying to keep them in the 4-lane thing, which is I think where they were. And this guy comes scooting by on the left. Things were narrowing down. May should have braked to let the guy go by, but she didn't gas it. She just continued to drive, and the guy clipped her, and it put him down. Gratefully, she was not going fast enough, nor did she hit him with any impact. He just kind of nicked her, and it put him down on the ground. So of course, they came to a stop. Cousin got out. May got out. "Are you okay?" They picked up the bike. Guy had what? Road rash a little bit on his arm or leg?
No.
A little cut? A little bleeding?
No.
No?
No.
So nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But the bike was hurt a little bit, but not much?
No, only the car.
Only the car?
Yeah, only the
Oh,
car.
okay. I got the
Yeah.
story mixed up. So anyway, the car was hurt, but he wasn't. He went down, but now you're saying he didn't have any road rash or nothing?
No.
Okay. So you were asking him if he was okay, and he ran away.
Yeah.
And they ascertained that this guy was not wearing a helmet.
No.
He didn't have any shoes on. They knew, they don't know because they didn't ask, but he most likely didn't have a driver's license. Had there have been a report filed with the police or the LTO, he would have had his bike impounded. So this guy's figured, hey, no harm, no foul. You know, this chick hit me, but I ain't hurt. My bike ain't hurt. I'm getting the hell out of here. And they came back, and I just said, I gave them both a little talking to. I said, make sure that you guys are extra cautious. The last thing we need to have happen is I could give a damn about the car. We can fix cars. Cars are replaceable. We can buy another car, but we cannot fix people. We do not want to hurt anybody. We do not want to get hurt, but we also do not want to hurt another human being. And so I gave them both this big long lecture. Then sent them out the next day, right?
Yeah.
And what happened that day?
The Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, Sunday. What happened
Sunday
then?
I practice again.
And what happened?
Then I go driving, and then my cousin said, "Oh, are you okay? You're driving, and then I'm the next with you sitting." I said, "Yeah, because I'm comfortable. I learn good." He said, "Okay." And then I driving in the highway, and I'm driving in the middle. I'm continue, and then next in the middle of the road have the driving of the kids, 15 years old, and then I use for the gas, but very not
You're going slow.
very slow, and then the kid 15 years old, he's driving like turn left, right. She's turn not straight for driving, and then have the Charlotte stop, and then I use for the stop, but the kid is like falling down to my
Okay.
car.
I'll interpret.
Yeah. To my car.
What happened? May was driving, and she says, a Chariot, that's a three-wheeler tuk-tuk. The kid was jicky-jacking around on his bike, 15 years old. When May hit the brakes, the kid hit the car. It wasn't May's fault this time. But I got to tell you, and I know it wasn't, because when she hit the first guy, she fessed right up. Yeah, it's my fault. I should have hit the brakes. She said with this kid, he was jicky-jacking around on his bike. May hit the brakes because the Chariot in front of her, the tuk-tuk, stopped, and the kid was filly farting around like a 15-year-old would, and bashed into my right side door. And when you came home, you were scared to death to tell me.
Yeah, and then I going out because I'm very afraid what happened the kids, and then
Right.
the first my cousin to ask to the kids, "Are you okay?" Also the kid is okay, have a little like a pain, and then the kid.
So he's the one with the little scratch.
Yeah, with the
Okay.
bike. It's not my car, because
Well, the car got scratched,
yeah,
but he had a little blood.
have a little blood with the bike.
Okay.
Yeah, because the bike is falling down.
So the bike got a little broken,
Yeah.
and he got a little, we call it road rash, but
Yeah,
he was
very
bleeding a
little.
little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, a little
Yeah,
bit. Okay.
Yeah. I said, yeah, it's okay. And then after that, she is driving for the biking for very fast, the kids.
So he
driving.
took off too.
Yeah.
So you guys got out, you checked on him. He had a little damage to his bicycle,
Yeah.
a little damage, a little blood on his wrist
Yeah,
or something
very
like
little.
that. Very
Yeah.
little. So he was okay.
Yes, okay.
And once again, you're checking to see if he's cool.
Yeah.
And he just got on his bike and took off. I don't
Yeah.
know what he ran away from. Maybe he thought he was going to get in trouble with his parents or something. So anyway, that's the update. May's been in the car twice, and she's 2 for 2 for hitting people.
Yeah. And then my cousin told me, oh, you're very close for getting success because I give you the number 90%.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I think that May's had a little bit of a run of bad luck here. You're going out tomorrow with him.
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
What time? 5 o'clock again?
5 o'clock a.m.
5 o'clock in the morning they take
Yeah.
off because there's no traffic.
Yeah.
So we will keep you updated. Here's the takeaway. Here's the good news. Is that by going through the course, even though the instructor and her didn't get along, and I don't feel like he did a very good job, but it's neither here nor there. She got her learner's permit. And then the next step is to go down and get a driver's license.
Yeah.
The only delay on that is our marriage license or certificate,
Yeah.
whichever one we're waiting for. That was supposed to be here in 30 days, and I called Manila, and they let me know that, well, we lost it. So we're going to have to manually look for your marriage license. She does not want to go down to the LTO, which is the equivalent of the DMV, and not have her name McGill on there. And you have to have that when you go to the LTO.
Yeah.
You have to have the official marriage dealio from Manila.
From
the one
Manila.
we've got here in Valencia that says we're married doesn't work. I thought it would, but it doesn't. So, okay, rules are rules. At first I was a little irritated about that, but then I got to thinking, hey, you know what? What's the rush? You know, May will just continue to drive with your cousin.
Yeah.
She'll continue to drive with me.
Yeah.
We'll go out on a daily basis. We'll teach her. And pretty soon when she gets comfortable, just like the scooter, it will just take whatever it takes. It might be a week. It might be a month. It might be 6 months.
Yeah.
We're not going to rush it. We're just going to, and something like the bike, I promise you, is going to snap in her head. And one day she's just going to go poof. Because right now, I'll tell you what, she not only drives the scooter up and down the hill like a bat out of hell, but she straps the dog in a backpack and they go zipping all over Valencia and go down to 7-Eleven, and they're circling around the park, and they're having a great time. So I know that same outcome will happen with the car. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that my wife went out and crashed the car 2 out of 2 times. But it's the truth. What happened. Thank God nobody was hurt. And so for that, we're going to count our blessings. We're going to look at it positive, that we've gotten halfway there. We got this permit, which is huge. We're in the system. Now it's just a matter of getting the marriage license. She's got to sit through an 8-hour course, which they'll sign off on. And then she goes down to the LTO and she gets a full-blown driver's license. It's good for what, 10 years?
Yeah, 10 years before expiring.
10-year license. And that way, she's now totally legal on the scooter. She's totally legal on the car. And she'll probably drive the scooter a lot more than the car in the beginning because, you know, she can go through a checkpoint and not have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
All right, kids, that's the update. We will see you crazy people in the next video. See you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.